Alright, let's get started. Everything's ready. Oh!
What in the name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
Who are you?
Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books. You can explain all this to me. Well? You're good. All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrich. Ulbrich Olesk. Chief of the Olesk clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing. What, never heard of them either? I'll be damned. Is this an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. No one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Archara. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
The Lost Khalid Realm. Ah, I see. So you're the Griffin.
Statue, you say? Strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this. Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Ervar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city of yours.
You're saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris.
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere.
Said you saw me in the library.
Now,
When?
let me think. Strange that the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So I opened my eyes. I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings. And then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
Couldn't come through the door?
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just drove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? No, that's not it. All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
You're in a city called Canabras. I don't know how long you were asleep, but Sakaris hasn't existed for 100 years.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Oh, you got me there. You're telling me I fell asleep for 100 years. Sarkoris was swallowed by demons, and Canabras, that little fishing village, is now a fortress city. Oh, go on, pull the other one. Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
I'm gone.
How's it going? So you weren't lying about Canembras and the demons invading? It's giving me the same as the sales. Sakaris is burned to the ground by a bunch of oglins. A godforsaken village, the pies of Spignet was turned into a massive fortress to defend against them. The Destiny. Sakaris is country's the whole world. Giants lived there before your ancestors. Can't really say those lands untrodden, can you? Chieftain. Thank you for all your answers. Alright, now it's time to start.
We do it my way.
Everything's ready. We expected the demons to attack Defender's Heart. We sharpened our swords to prepare voice, but nothing happened. It seems likely the demons simply couldn't organize the attack in time. If we had been slightly even slower, I'm sure they would have, and that's all down to you. So allow me to share some of the surpluses we've got. Now to battle. That's the team. It's just auto moving me.
Adventures can wait.
It'll work. I don't even know what the spell was. Haste.
Follow if you dare.
Can't hide this from my eyes.
I do what I must.
Pain is excruciating.
Rely on me.
You can trust me.
I remembered that she had lay on hands. I got rid of exhausted.
Save the last one for me.
I am your end. I'm gone. it my way.
To the fray!
Don't hold back!
The light! Take you!
Yet another obstacle.
Surrender or else!
Follow if you dare.
I won't let you hurt my friends! Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
This will be quick.
Too late for apologies!
For the glory of the Olas clan! I have a hunch.
I hope you appreciate this. I am helpful, am I not?
There's something here.
I am helpful, am I not?
I did it! It happens sometimes.
I'm off.
The mongrel did it.
You won't stop.
Do not fear! Do not win!
See that?
Interesting.
The Inheritor! Guide my blade!
I hope you
I
appreciate
do what I
this.
must.
The heartbeat quickens.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
There's something here.
They will break
Cut you
against
wide
our
open.
resolve.
World in crimson. This one was beyond me.
Strike! Ah, a test of my abilities.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
We do it my way.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
So many plans and hopes have gone up in smoke along with this city, and so many are still yet to burn. Soon.
Follow if you dare. Their life ends here. Flesh wound.
No glory without risk!
Interesting. I'm off. I do what I must. A mere flesh wound.
I'll hit you.
Maybe I did something wrong here?
I'm gone.
Why did you drag me here, you wench? To mock me one last time? Go on, finish me! Drink my blood, devour my soul! Just get on with it. Let me die at last.
Staunton, light of my life, don't be so silly. I could never hurt you. I brought you away from the battle to save you. My love, you don't belong in this grubby city where everyone hates you.
You lying filth! You have the gall to say that to my face? But it was you. It was all you. You're the reason I lost everything.
So it was me who brought shame upon you in front of the people you called friends? It was me who mocked you year after year, spat on you, forced you to do dirty, demeaning work like you were a drudge, and not the bravest of knights. No, it was all of them. The Crusaders and their witless queen. If you remember the day Dresden fell, I asked you to be its new ruler. You refused, of course. You and your principles.
They talk about love, but they are really talking about a terrible disaster. Like an earthquake, or a hurricane, or a shipwreck.
I'm sorry to say that there is truth in the demon's words. The Crusaders really have treated him terribly. I say this as a criminal who has been forgiven by other knights of Iomade. But like all demons, she has built a mountain of lies and deception upon this one grain of truth.
My offer still stands. Come away from here, my love. You will rule Dresden as a king, and I will be your queen.
Staunton is loyal. Through and through.
There's no bigger lie in all of Galarian than your beloved Crusades. It's century-old delusion encouraged by your disgraced queen. The only thing that is true is my love for you, my darling. Dearest, it's all right. I'm here. We'll never be parted again. Let's go. Come.
Get back!
Curses! Stubborn as a mule. Never mind, my pet. Never mind. You won't get far. You will kiss this scratch and beg for forgiveness. You will be mine. Wholly, eternally, and willingly.
They will break against our resolve.
Do I make a skill check like this, Encumbered?
We do it my
Mongrel
way.
did it.
Upon entering the chamber where the vanquished wardstone resides, Crusaders have expected many things: an ambush, deadly spells, a horde of enemies, but not an empty hall, still and silent, with no Menego or her henchmen, only the obelisk and glimmers of light dancing on the dirty floor. But then again, all is not as placid as it seems. Archara again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent. One step and another, and suddenly Archara sees the wardstone, not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is not a monolith emanating light. It is a cage made out of pure energy, where the Discari struck looks like a festering wound, from which the tendrils of a dirty red and purple darkness creep throughout the entire artifact. And inside, there are two hosts of flaming warriors who are locked in battle. One is light and the other is blood red. They are all waiting for what? Hearken onto the light warriors' words. The light warriors speak of duty and service and sacrifice. Their words revealed the truth of the Wardstone. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from the heavens who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask no easing of their burden. If their goddess and herald offered them the same choice again, they would consider it an ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for the cause. The angels know Discard's evil plan. When the last of the light warriors falls, the Wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it, and the other obelisk in the chain will meet the same fate. The light warriors pray for help. They plead for someone to strike down their fallen brethren. Those who succumb to demonic corruption are already beyond salvation. But if they are stopped, it will allow the Wardstone to heal, and the light host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel, discovered in the ruins of Canavres, is ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption along with those who have succumbed to it and restore the Wardstone to its full power. Hearken on to the Red Warriors. The Red Warriors speak of pain, lies, and disillusionment. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstones. The barriers surrounding the world was built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every entry dealt to the Wardstone, these angels experience as physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names. The Red Warriors know their blades, and now have turned against their former brethren, hasten the triumph of Discari and his servant. Once the Wardstone is wholly conquered by corruption, it will become a deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the elders and prisoners beg for freedom, while others only pray for death. But they all agree that the existence is endurable. The crystal chisel, discovered in the ruins, is the perfect weapon for a massacre. It cannot force open the door for those who wish to escape, but it can destroy the Wardstone along with all its prisoners, willing and unwilling. I'll make a decision. There it is, the fate of two angelic hosts, faithful and fallen. The fate of Canavres, perhaps all is Mendev. Now rest in the heroine's hands. How will she proceed? Whatever this Tricetus may be, it is a great power indeed. It can destroy the stone along with all its inhabitants, or it can mend it by killing the angel defectors within. What it cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape, and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. But somewhere deep within the heroine's soul, a familiar ire seethed this endless rage, unbridled hatred. What would happen if she unleashed? Quell the anger of the Red Warriors by offering them peace. Archara addresses the furious Red Warriors, not in words but in her intentions and aspirations. To torment wearied angels, seek compassion in her, and also a promise of rest. One day the demons will be driven back. One day the world will vanish like a nightmare chased away by the spring dawn. One day the skies of Canavres will once again gleam a dazzling blue. When that day comes, the Wardstones will no longer be needed, and the Angel's Watch will be at an end. Overcome by this vision, the Red Warriors drop their weapons with bowed heads. They say their words of farewell and fall into a deep sleep, one that will not be broken until the day of this promise is fulfilled and they regain their freedom. The injury inflicted by Discari still gleams scarlet within the Wardstone, but the spread of corruption has been halted. The obelisk fills with vital, healing light. The Crusaders succeeded. The Angel's battle within the Wardstone has ended, and the threat the entire chain of stones has been eliminated. Of course, this is no guarantee of safety for the future. What happens here can't happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Iomede's gift as they once did, but the danger is past for now.
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady?
How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
What are you doing here? How? Ah, I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomade will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no one to hide you from me now. Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now. You'll die anyway.
Crusaders never surrender. I'll vanquish the evil.
In Iomade's name, we will cast you back into the abyss!
What are you babbling about? You can't possibly still have any hope of victory, you doomed little cockroach. Your pathetic crusades are the laughingstock of the abyss.
Demons laugh a lot, but is it because they're happy? Truth is, I think you're very sad, and you laugh to forget about your sadness.
Your goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now.
Ah, a test of my ability.
Doing that? Where is your power coming from?
Panago! To me!
Staunton, my darling, I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
You're a traitor.
Maybe you're right, but you won't change your mind either way. So why waste my time trying to convince you? No matter what he does, no matter what he says, Staunton Vane will always be considered a traitor. Well then, Staunton Vane will finally be the traitor you've always wanted.
People are always calling me a monster and a freak. Tell me, how come I've never once considered listening to them and becoming the terrible thing everyone claims I am?
You might have a point. If you'd been hearing those things every day for 70 years straight!
70 years? Whoa, at least I won't live long enough to suffer through anything like that. Lucky me,
Enough talking! Panago, cast your spells and get out of here! I'll hold her off. Quickly! Before I change my mind!
No, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go! Let me finally...
We did it. We saved. Alright, I'm just a mythic hero. Okay. First rank of the characters, they need to select their first ascension ability. Bit of fun. Sure, we'll stay close to the heaven.
I'll watch your back.
Yeah?
The old weight's too great, eh? Like those carnival rides. I just keep wasting time when I can drop everything and pick it all up.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed.
And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabras, and we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate, and she deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendov.
Ah, we did it.
But someone did more than...
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabras. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
I'll give it the old breathe.
Nice.
Nevi!
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
Who are these people? Who's this? That's Nino, the drunk. Okay, so it's the squad.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones.
Who are you?
And as public officials, we really shouldn't.
You're not my squad.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our heroine to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
I'll kiss her hand.
Thank you for the compliment. So, this is what she looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange...
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored heroine here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all of your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabras will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Will you join our celebration?
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms. Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new heroine all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
You need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabras' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack. and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonan and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now, allow me to devote some time to the heroine of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you the chance to celebrate. But all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big, big plans for all of you. Especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer. So I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the heroine of Kenabris.
We drinking the hard shit.
The fires of Kenabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Kenabris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Golfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Kenabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Follow if you dare.
Okay, you're joining me. There you are. Very soon you will depart. I've just rented a sailboat south and hired a chef. You can throw a banquet to celebrate me. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. Sounds good. Good afternoon. You saved us. I did. I'm being played by, Cyclops. I made my decision. You make the choice.
I'm off.
Lan, what's going on here?
I do what I must. There's something here. I'm gone.
Take a look at this page I got. I see myself, young and energetic, able to see. Oh gods, I can see. And the key to my past. Finally, I found out what my own mind has been hiding from me. Thank you, Archara. And please, follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. They are leaving. People of Keonion face the coming Earthfall. Homeland of the Elven race. Coming for Earthfall. I am ashamed, blah blah. Decided not to fight. My people decided not to fight with Gloria. I am ashamed. I'm sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of the catastrophe. I can look at me angrily. How dare I diminish the decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them cowards, traitors to their own home. When I'm at front, look at me bitterly. My hands. Why did the elves decide to flee, not fight? Your mentor is a mage, and you must be too. Yes, I am an archmage. This title is well deserved. So what is this Svarvrav's own? Why are you angry, you fellow elves? I spent hundreds of years in here. I was admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest, but the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love glory, and all of its places, the forms it manifests in. What happens next? Earthfall happened. Killed everyone. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else? What is Earthfall? An unborn planet dropped on Glorian by blind fate or someone else's evil will. My home away from my observatory from its top. I watched. What were you doing next? I don't know. Much stronger than me. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Tell me about it. Thank you for your stories. Alright, sounds good. Just had to get out all his dialogue.
We do it my way. Follow if you dare.
Show me what you got. Thank God.
I'm off.
So they're drinking, telling war stories. Give me a sip. Miranda, are you sure this is the right way to train your soldiers? Never mind. You know, like I was just having a little drink, calm the fuck down. I gotta level up from it. Damn it, I just didn't do that.
I'm gone.
Oh, it's over here. Oops.
We do it my way.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik.
Why do I got the strangest feeling one of these fuckers is gonna
One of the famous
do bad things
inquisitors
to
of
me?
the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Why do I not remember
I
this?
do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore...
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons. I'm
That's
so
why.
tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it.
You're a disgrace to all whatever of your people are. Lindsay out here loved reading books. You get out of my face.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
Alright, Valeri, sounds good.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, her trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Did you know the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the
I
Lord's Stone?
had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Kenobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Kenobris, and were able to save this gift of Iomade. It was a deed worthy of a Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
I received an unusual gift from the angel Lariel. I can reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on their special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young. Like getting... Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme. And beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you.
Alright, but what are you gonna do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
You should stay.
I hear. A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade. but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito. Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
Damn. I just looked up. I was just making sure I wasn't locking into any paths because I'm trying to go like the dragon path. I should have taken the other options because I didn't know those didn't lock me in. But everything's good.
Splendid.
What does this other matter?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, she has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
What?
It is a great honor, I suppose.
He would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given him this chance.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill her orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Ayomide help us.
All right. What's up, Anivia? I'm more charismatic. All right, more dangerous. So what the fuck am I doing? Can't wait for this bitch to be revealed. Got it. I gotta clean my fucking... Give my monitor the old wipe down. There we go. The Dragon's Fate. So, close it up, loiter. Pretty much go talk to everyone.
Follow if you dare.
Got it. What was that?
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
What's up? What do you want?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabris behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on my way to Nerosian and hurriedly returned to Canabris. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end. Thank you. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind. Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
It was nice meeting you. See
You
you.
must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task.
Thank you. Alright, Lyle, what do you want? What brings you here? Count. You're investigating an old case again. Why can't you just question old mate yourself? Oh my lord. Why can't you just search without fucking involving me? Fuck off. Out here wasting my time. Some old ass investigation. Oh, I'm sure he did it. But I'm sure. I also don't give a shit. The fuck am I doing? Yo, you're welcome. I found your scabbard name. Here you go. My family sword. My father once fought with it. When I took it, I left it home. And alas, it was not sold. Part of expensive healing, and I had no other way to procure the money. I pawned my father's sword. I can see you truly love her. So it turns out the Queen has her head of counterintelligence watching me. Why? Queen doesn't trust you? You get us more soldiers. When we began marching into Dresden, we chose speed over numbers. If I were more volunteers, they simply won't arrive on. We could pay finish. You're gonna 7,500 coins. I'll see to our reinforcements. Well, guess what? I got it. So it's hard to believe your origin is so humble. I'll give you a title. Okay, that's something that's just gonna happen. Where is Storyteller? Surprisingly. Not with Ember? What? Where the fuck is he? Ember, why are you the size of... well, me? What do you think about the title I have? Alright, that's good. You don't care? Got it. So where the fuck's the Storyteller? Also, who the fuck are you? Oh, okay, you're the Pathfinder dude, alright.
I am never wrong. I do what I must. I'm gone.
What the fuck do I do? Do I just walk out? Oh, I had a lot more than 7,500. I had 70,000. Oops. It was exactly what I fucking do. Alright.